Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel and another episode on Court Farms. So as you can see, today is the day. We're gonna be getting into the rye. We're not lined up quite good yet, so we need to line this back up. Do it without destroying any of our crop. Every little grain is valuable to us right now, so. Try and square this up as much as we can. So we've rented Arthur's Combine for the day. Old Class Dominator. Paid him 3,000 pounds for it. The rental. It would have been quite a bit more expensive hiring the guys that we work for to come in and do it. Because we would have to pay for the combine, we would have had to pay for the tractor and the trailer, because we don't have, we couldn't have pulled any of those trailers with our tractors, so just moving this right out of the way, because we'll probably use, we might use this back lane to get to the other field, but yeah. Ended up being cheaper. Arthur could use the money, so we ended up renting this Chieftain again from the dealership. So let's get into this. We gotta unfold it. Definitely an older combine. We gotta hook up the people. Go, seems to be going good. Right, let's do it. Just get ourselves a little bit of room here. Feeding in nicely. We're just going to be doing all of it. Gonna be carting, going to be combining. Not a huge area, so shouldn't be too worried about it. Have to probably, when we need to unload, we're just gonna have to walk up across the field and grab the tractor and unload. We did put some money into our silo. We got that fixed up, so that is ready to go. So yeah. Looking good, everything's running smoothly. Been a while since we've had an episode on Court Farms, unfortunately. Still an incredible map. Enjoy every second I'm on it. Side and then we'll back up. I've been pretty busy real life, so that's why we haven't been having daily content. The weekends for the next month or so are booked. That's when I get a lot of my recording done. That's kind of when I try and get ahead, is during the weekends. So we are no longer ahead. Weekend when I went on a short vacation, we kind of used up all of our backlog of videos. I think we're like 3 ahead or something. And we used up all those, so now we're just back to content when we can get it out instead of every day, so. But that's okay. It is what it is. We spent the morning wrapping bales here. Got quite a few done. We have a nice stack down here again at the end of the field. We have a nice stack right there at the edge of the grass field there, kind of where the T-junction is of these lanes. And there's still plenty more to go, so there actually was a great demand at the garden center for silage bales, and we had 4 bales ready to go from the last harvest, or second cutting, so we were able to sell those, and I'm pretty sure we got like $2 grand for just 4 bales. It was like $210 is what they were asking for, which I think is like per 1,000 liters or something, I think. I don't know. Well, because, well, yeah, I don't know. I don't know how many liters the bales are, but anyway, we got like 2,000 pound for them. I'm trying to make sure I'm using the correct term when it comes to the money here on Port Farms. Obviously it says dollars up in the top right, but probably speed this up now. Wanted to make sure we were going slow enough on those end rows where we're not breaking anything, since this isn't our combine. Very happy to be getting this crop off. Really looking forward to the money that's going to come in. Not exactly sure what we're going to do with it at the moment, but really looking forward to having a little bit of a buffer. We've actually been staying up, like out of the negative recently, which has been really nice. Really love to get these stones out of here, so we would need to figure that out. They're just gonna get worse. I would like to really try and do as much no-till as we can. But it is a bit more expensive to get a no-till drill in, and I would like to start getting as much of our own equipment as possible. So we'll have to see about that. Take off this end row, and then we'll probably try and dump. I have to hop over into the tractor because we want to get that on into the field, so we're on a little bit more level ground when we're dumping into it. Turn the head off. Back up a little bit here. Swing the auger right out. Go. Up into the 690. I need to get manual discharge on this in these mod folder. They run different mods folders for different games, and I don't have manual discharge in this for some reason. Kind of odd. But I really like manual discharge. It's a very good mod. We're dumping and we're filling. We're just gonna back this up. Kind of get it out of the way a bit. We're doing her all today. No GPS. All just by hand. White knuckling it, as they say. Oh shoot, we're not... Oh my gosh. We haven't been putting straw out. Holy cripes. Well, that's gonna cost us. Lots of money we could have been making there. Shoot. That's alright, it's just the end rows, but we'll make sure that we don't do that in the next field. Oof. That's too bad. Probably need to take off another end row here. Turn efficiently, at least. That's what you get when you drive in cab. You don't really know what's going on the outside unless you get out and look. Big old turnaround here. Go back to the other end of the field and work our way down. Would love to know what you guys think we should be spending our money on. Once we get these sold, we're gonna have a pretty big influx of money here with the arable crop and the bales that we have. Should be able to get at least one more cutting of bales too, which is gonna be great. That's gonna be very huge. We buy a drill. We buy a small fertilizer spreader for ourselves. Upgrade the tractor, which really we should really need to do. Yeah, there's definitely plenty of stuff, or should we just focus on paying out our debt? Plenty that we can be using our money on for sure. Putting up some more storage buildings. All sorts of things. So we definitely should be getting some soil samples on our field for sure. We haven't done that yet, so we don't even know what's going on with our yields or our rates that we're putting down for fertilizer and seed and all that stuff. So maybe that's definitely, I think that's probably going to be priority number one. Now, I think if we empty right now, we should be able to fill up the trailer. It's at like 60%, so if we fill up now, it'd be okay. Got a little German writing in the back of the combine. Must have got it imported long ago from Germany or something. One full trailer load of rye coming up. Oh, 690 is struggling to pull it though, huh? Come on, old girl, you got it. You got it. There we go. Kind of swing around the silage bunk here and by the manure pit and come in this way. I think probably going to be the best. There we go. Jumping right into our silo. We got the grain leg going. All good. So, if we ever get to the point where we have more than one crop, we're gonna need to figure out a place to maybe tip it or put up another silo or something, I don't know. Far from that point, I'm thinking. Land is another thing that we could be spending our money on. Maybe trying to purchase some of the ground that we're renting would be a good idea. Park closer to the edge here, so then we can just pull the combine up to it and dump her in. I think that would be a good idea. Just like that. With how the straw consumption has been going for bedding, probably going to be able to sell some of these bales. Be my guess. Oh. And I gotta keep the foot on the old throttle there. Definitely feels like you're going a lot faster when you're in cab. Can we make this turn without smacking a tree? Yeah. And all wonky, eh? So I have these moments sometimes where we just kind of stay quiet, don't really talk about anything. Well, that's sometimes one because I'm figuring out what we need, what we should talk about next, but sometimes it's more so just to enjoy the process, right? Just enjoy the sounds and the sights of the combine, you know? Doing its thing, or whatever job we are doing. Obviously I definitely could be keeping those out and editing them out, but we keep them in. I don't feel like they hurt anything. Turning radius on this old beast is not the best. I feel like the yields has got to be pretty decent. Feels like they're going pretty well. Filling up pretty quick. I mean, I don't know. Obviously I have no idea, but feels decent. We'll run into the farm track and turn around a bit on the farm track. Thinking we'll probably throw the next field into a little montage, so shouldn't be too much of an issue getting over there. Not like we have to unhook the head or anything, so. Been a lot of harvesting this month for sure. We got 3 harvest jobs done. Not as many as I would have liked to, but again, we were busy. We're busy with our own farm, so those 3 contracts helped us pay for the rental of this combine. Like I said, it was about 3,000 pounds. And each job that we do, I give myself about 1,000 pound. Really, no matter what the job is. Obviously, I try to take the bigger jobs to make it more rewarding / realistic, I guess. I don't know, not really realistic at all, but and there she is. First field of rye complete. Very exciting. We'll get this dumped and we'll jump into a montage, and then we'll see ya after field is done. just about finished up now. Hope you enjoyed the little montage. I get that little piece there. It's been driving me crazy the whole time. And there we found a tire. Found an old tire in our field, so that's interesting. Not sure how that got there, but the yields on this field was not nearly as good as the first. You can just tell by how often we dumped. I mean, this is built than the first, and I don't think we got nearly as much off this one than the first field, unfortunately, but the way it goes in farming sometimes. So we'll get everything squared away. Combine, head off, get it folded up, back over to Arthur's. Probably gonna clean it up for him, just be a good neighbor. Make it through there, here we go. We're gonna have to squeeze through here. And with that job out of the way, there's still plenty of work to be done. Now we get to bale the straw. Hard to find any real flat ground here. But do. What? Oh, take the hydraulic hose off. Don't know where the hydraulic hose even is, but off now. Yeah. That's gonna do it. Like I said, we'll get everything squared away and then probably catch you guys in August too. We're busy at it this morning, stacking bales in our new cleaned out shed, bale shed now. We got a load stacked last night. Figured we've kind of been wrapping these slowly, so I wanted to just get them out of the elements and into the shed. Why we have the shed, right? So then we'll kind of continue to wrap them as we have time. Job for today is that we are going to manure spread on our fields. Well, we're gonna get the straw baled, and then we're gonna get manure spread. So actually, manure might not be until next episode. That may be the big job for next episode. Try and grab both of these at the same time. Weight is so nice. Be able to grab two bales at the same time. Oof, love it. 3 high is probably going to be the max. Yeah, that's high as we can go. A lot of bales though. A lot of bales. Happy about it. was a great second cutting. Second cutting, right? I keep forgetting how many we've done. I think it's second. We'll have 3 coming up here in September. I had to think of what month was after August. September. So, yeah, I think it's good. Happy with it. Everything's going well here on the farm. Grain in the bin. Waiting to be sold. Best time to sell is going to be January. I do not have the time-saving stock check on here, mostly just because I wanted to have like kind of a sense of prize, I guess. You know, when selling stuff. So I just wanted to make sure. I don't know. In a way, it feels just kind of cheap. In a way, I don't know, because you know exactly how much you're gonna make and all that stuff. So I just kind of wanted to, I don't know, keep it as a bit of a surprise and playing around that in a way. We only have. I feel like we could probably. I feel like we could drive these up to the barn. I think that's what we're gonna do. No point in putting them on the trailer and then taking them off again. Money went down quite a bit. We had to spend like £1,500 on fuel. We depleted our fuel supply because we topped up the Arthur's Combine for him after we used it. And that took quite a bit of fuel. Definitely, I think to fill that fuel tank it costs like 13,000 pounds, which is pretty wild to me. Stood upright. What's that? Nice stack of bales right there. Like it. If we had a telehandler or something, we'd probably do 4 high, even 5 if possible. Not that we'll ever have that many bales at one given time, but well, I guess never say never, but would love to have that many bales at one given time. Sometime in the future, we will have ourselves a big old operation here, running some cattle and arable ground. That's the goal. That's the next job, is getting that drives moved out. It's very much needed. Alright. Let's try it. Trying to keep them as low to the ground as possible. gonna be a little shaky, these bumps. Ooh. Yo, we did it. I was gonna say, that one doesn't want to come off. Two more to go. We'll have ourselves a full, not a full bale shed, but we'll have ourselves a clean field. No bales sitting in there anymore, all under cover. Staying nice. Just starting in on this field here with the baling. We did the other field, got ourselves 9 bales off that. Not too bad. In fact, about, I don't know, 5, 6 maybe off this one, since we forgot that we were chopping instead of doing the windrow here, so unfortunate, but okay. Probably hold on to these till the price is right, which will probably be the winter. We're not going to sell them all. We need them for bedding at some point. Sell 8 or so. Really, selling the straw bales really isn't even super profitable. I could see us just holding on to them, just in case we end up getting a bigger herd. Would be lovely, but we'll see if it ever happens. But yeah, this is our job for the day. We're baling, then we're gonna get these bales stacked to the shed, and then we're probably gonna continue on wrapping bales. That is the jobs around here on the farm. It's kind of bales, bales, bales. Coming over here to start on this row and work our way back over. Not that it's a huge deal, but usually it kind of allows for a little bit of a pattern, at least with the bales. Usually it keeps them kind of closer together, I suppose. Feels that way, I don't know if it's true. But yeah, so I think that's probably going to be it for the episode. Do appreciate you guys for watching. Again, sorry for the lack of content lately. It's been a busy one for me. If you are enjoying, please let me know in the comments. Let me drop a comment, say that you're enjoying the series and excited for more to come or whatever. Always love seeing comments. And hit the like button, and if you're still here, subscribe and that good stuff. Thank you for watching. We'll catch you in the next video.